Virginia, where are you from?
I'm from Austin, Texas.
Oh.
I grew up in Austin. I went to the Austin Waldorf School, kindergarten through 12th grade. And then eventually I ended up in the East Coast.
Tell me about the essence of eurythmy.
The essence of eurythmy. When I think about that question, I immediately go to the origin of where eurythmy sprung from, which was this question from Rudolf Steiner to an artist: could you dance those words? And
could you dance those words?
Yeah, they'd heard actually the beginning of the Gospel of St. John. In the beginning was the Word, and he asked her, could you dance that? And eventually then, eurythmy grew, but from that seed concept of could you embody the word in movement? And I think that's just incredibly unique, because not only is language itself our own language, what lives in us really as picture and as movement, I think. We don't often consider the process of being able to put something into language, but I've spent a lot of time thinking about it, and I've observed often, especially in the realm of adjectives, or in any situation where you're trying to describe something, it's kind of like you dive down into yourself, into a realm where you know how things move and relate in texture, in color, in dynamic, in form, and somewhere you choose a word. It was sticky, you know? And then when you move to poetry, someone who has poetic intuition, they're taking that and ennobling that process and wrapping profound movement and picture and experience in word.
But it's within. And so eurythmy.
It's something that was so within, like that makes the world new. Our ability to bring our inner life out in words creates the forward movement of our world in some way, if you want to get that profound. And so to then have the idea that as a movement artist you could slip into the formative aspects of what gives language contour, life, movement, form, color, experience, and dance that. And
you can dance meaning.
You can dance meaning. But not only that, you can dance the artistic, the qualitative aspects. Consonants, vowel sounds, for instance, but that's just on the surface. When you hear a poem, when you hear words, when you hear a play, when you hear music, if you really sat and asked yourself, where do I hear? Where and how do I hear? You hear it all over. It moves in you and around you, and pictures rise up, and it's like someone's imprinting it soul-wise. I feel like we're trying to recreate that experience, but project it out in space. Recreate soul experience of what you hear and what you experience.
And move it into the social realm.
Social? Sure, in that it's art, in that you're giving it over to the audience. Yeah, as an art form. So it's just remarkable to me that possibility has been brought about. You can move language and also music.